Afternoon all, I'm Ale Thomas. I work for KIC. We're very proud to be co-sponsoring this Ecosummit event. This session is very much about some of the startups that we've been working with at KIC over the last few years. A chance for those startups to present what they're working on. So in that respect, I'm very much sort of the warm-up act to this session. But what I will do briefly is just mention some of the things we at KIC are working on, who we are, in case you don't know so much about us. So just some quick background. We were created back in 2010, where we're supported and part funded by the European Institute of Innovation and Technology. We're part of the very significant, substantial public investment that's going in to innovation across Europe. You're part of the world's largest innovation support program up to 2020. And in terms of the mission, it's very much in line with what the EIT is trying to do in Europe, i.e. Strengthen sustainable growth, developing innovation capacity, and ultimately the creation of new jobs across Europe. So as KIC, we are the leading sort of public-private organization in Europe, specifically looking at that connection between innovation and the challenges of climate change. And in terms of, I suppose, the model we're developing, it's very much about developing new partnerships between some of the leading companies in Europe, some of the leading academic organizations, also working with city and regional governments. So very much trying to bring sort of new partnerships together, working on development of new products, new services, and new solutions. How do we do that? There are three key areas, I'd say, that we work within. One is around the education field, so developing new kinds of learning processes around innovation and climate change, the delivery of postgraduate education programs, executive education, professional education, so very much the learning process around climate innovation. We secondly then run quite a large startup accelerator program, probably the largest in Europe. So very much focused on the development of a new generation of clean tech startups. And then we work with a range of partners across Europe on what I suppose you could call innovation projects. So those are the three key areas we work within. Just to give you some idea of our community, we've got more than 200 partners from across Europe. Again, some of the leading universities, some of the leading corporates, but also some really innovative and new emerging smaller companies, and some of the really leading public sector organizations. So just some examples of the organizations we have within our community. And then we do strive to be pan-European. So we have teams of staff and partners working in a range of different locations across Europe, covering both north, south, east and west. So really a genuinely sort of pan-European network to really drive this push on climate innovation. I'm based here in London, and our headquarters actually is just based around the corner from here at Great Winchester Street. So quite a significant presence here in London as well. Specifically on what we're doing with startups, so I mentioned we do run probably the largest sort of startup accelerator program in Europe around climate and innovation. Since being founded in 2010, we've supported 170 plus startups. Significant amount of new investment has gone into those startups, more than 200 million euros over the last 5 years. More broadly, we've then enabled a significant amount of climate investment across Europe, so 1.8 billion of finance and investment that we've leveraged as a community. In terms of what we're doing specifically in the UK, again, I think that's one of the strongest part of the Pan-European Accelerator program where we're delivering 28 startups with more than $80 million of investment raised. The way we deliver it, we do work with partner organizations, so we rely quite heavily on our partners in London, Imperial College, the the expertise, the technology and the finance expertise that they have, working in Birmingham as well with Innovation Birmingham. So we do tend to partner with other organizations in how we deliver things. And we do have ambitions to extend this accelerator model to other parts of the UK next year. Very quickly, just a couple of events. We've just run what we call the Climate Launchpad. It's the world's largest clean tech business ideas competition. Finals were in Tallinn last week. So if you want to know more about what happened there, just click on the link in the website. And then we've got the UK Venture Competition we're running 24th of October this month at the Crystal here in London. So if you want to see some of the startups that are coming through the Climate KIC pipeline, come and see that event. Just click on the Eventbrite website and the Venture Competition 2016. So just a quick summary of Climate KIC, what we're doing, who we are. But that's enough about Climate KIC. I'll now hand over to some of the startups we've been working with over the last few years and hope to continue working with over the next few years. So let me call on Kate to come up first. Can you just give her a big round of applause, please?